Hi, welcome to another of our client behind the scenes things because I do mini business readings for my clients, just a little something extra. So today we're doing a 6-2 manifesting generator named Jennifer, who is an a memoir book coach for people. So again, your human design chart does not tell you exactly what you're going to do, like the niche for your business. What it does tell you is how you show up in that niche, what your special sauce is. So Jennifer, as the memoir writer coach, her role is to teach people how to embrace the deeply satisfying ride of life. She can do so effectively when she becomes aware of all the ways that the shadow of never feeling satisfied has shown up for her, and she uses these experiences as a gift instead of falling victim to them. Because her special sauce as the big book coach is helping people shift into presence and viewing life as that opportunity for growth. And then what they might not expect about working with Jennifer is how she shows altruism to them throughout the process. She's always giving and helping and just like giving above and beyond, right? Because as a memoir writer, you are fundamentally looking back on life, reminding yourself how good it was, how you grew, all the things you got to do, right? And then you often want to shift into the presence of, but I still have years left now. How can I be with the people I have now? Okay, so you can totally see that for her. Now, her job, this vocation, becomes a source of prosperity. In other words, she gets money when she creates what sounds fun to her instead of wondering who will like it. So she stops looking outside for inspiration validation. She trusts her own creativity and focuses on creative output. Now, she's a book coach, so she's not like doing her own, but this means she's going to create whatever offers sound fun to her. Maybe she's got sprints. Maybe she's got little bits and pieces. Maybe she's written her own memoir, probably, might be, because now she knows how to go through the process. But like, she's putting out stuff for fun just because she loves it so much. It could be like little tutorials and workshops. It might be a membership full of libraries of how to do it. So she may not be necessarily a one-to-one coach. This may be like creating resources because her angle is balancing the use of the head and the heart. When she's running a memoir, she's not just saying, here's how to craft the exact right book. And she's not just saying, here's how to lean into your emotions when telling your life story. She's like, you have to have both. Of course, you have to have both. And then the way she conveys this, like her brand voice, is educating, encouraging people to shift perspective because she knows what will serve them long term. So she's very much that educator voice in the space. So what she has to remind herself is don't fall into an over-reliance on intellect. Like you gotta have both, but go ahead and be the big picture thinker here, right? Now, how she makes herself visible in her career as the book coach is when she's showing integrity. So this could be integrity in the publishing process, integrity in saying, I don't think you can present your story that way. It needs to go more like this. Whatever it is, she's like her name is a byword for integrity. And then people start passing it around. That's how she gets her clients. And then the reason she picked specifically memoir coaching in the first place, because she had a high level of discernment. She was just like so good at filtering and seeing into people. But the higher purpose behind her career choice, like why she wanted this at all, this business, is that she's very good at responding graciously to people. Like she wanted to hear them, to validate them. It's like, well, what better way than putting out your life story and hearing you throughout that process, right? Now, the lessons she's learned along the way as a book coach are seeking a higher purpose, because to her, a memoir isn't about saying I'm published. The memoir is about saying, what purpose did my life serve and helping people achieve that, right? And then what she likes to talk about. So, what she needs to talk about both with her clients and in her online content is experiencing life and embracing all aspects of it, which, as you can imagine, comes very naturally to a memoir person. So, that's the angle she needs to push. Okay. Now, her best clients, and again, clients can mean membership, like students, it doesn't have to be like one-to-one work. They need to have these two values, just these two. They are willing to grow because they don't necessarily come in knowing how to write the memoir themselves. They're willing to hold the full emotional spectrum. They're not chopping themselves off saying, I refuse to do the bad parts. I'm only going to present the good parts of my life. No, no. They're going to see all of it. So if she's got people in her membership group program, whatever it is, that are not willing to grow and adapt and grow their up-level their literary talents, and they're only trying to present a certain angle of their story. These are people she needs to kick out, she needs to fire, right? Because her people truly appreciate the visionary mindset she brings. She can see their book, she can see how good it is. Like, she can see the cover and the title and the subtitle they ought to have. They can't. She can see it for them. Now, this is most felt when she helps identify aligned partners with complementary skills and she operates in a partnership. So, for her clients, she's always going to be suggesting, oh, and here's a good agent for you. Here's a good publishing house. I might recommend you do a self-publishing. Here's a course on that. Like, she's always helping them with the right people, maybe like graphic designer stuff, and connecting them to the next step they need. And she herself is going to operate in a partnership, whether that's a business partner through this memoir coaching. Maybe like she handles the literary coaching, the business partner handles the promotion. Maybe she just has an OBM. She feels like really this OBM is almost like a partner with her in it, something like that. But that's how she needs to run her business. Now, in order to step into all this, she has to stop any tendencies when she notices a lack of clarity. If she's getting foggy, that's her red flag to like align, ground, and to center herself again. Because clarity and possibility and vision is kind of her hallmark. So whenever that gets cloudy, it's a sign that something's off. Now, she's past 40, but before 40, she helped people who needed spontaneous insight. They're just like, I don't know how to do the book thing. I got stuck on this chapter in my memoir. I guess I'm going to finally hire a coach to help me get over it, right? They hired her for that. Now, past 40, she's helping people who need to balance the intellect and the intuition because they understand it's about sharing their story. They understand that they need writing skills. They're just not sure how to do both. It seems like most people are focusing on the one or the other. They come to her because they know she can help them do both. Then how she levels up her career as the memoir coach, she hits new milestones in her business, is spontaneous insight. She's just going to poof, get a download, follow that, and it's going to bump her up to another income level. And again, another download, another bump up, another download, another bump up. So, Jennifer, you do not have to worry about fancy visibility strategies, how you can get yourself known more. You just need to follow those intuitive hits when you get the light bulb moment. Remember, they're not forced. You can't predict when it's going to come, but when it comes, obey it. And that's what brings you more. Now, the specific money making gift you have is helping people align with natural timing instead of hurrying the process. Because think of it, you can't force someone to write a memoir when they're still delivering babies. They're in the thick of something. Like, they have to be at the right time of life to want to do this. When you help them align with that, because on the flip side, if you leave it too late, they're dying, they're in hospice, like they don't have any time left. Even if you were ghostwriting it, like when you align with the right timing for writing this book, you help them make the money, right? You deliver solutions to people, you empower them to step into their own gifts. So fundamentally, basically, giving like the time is right. I'm going to help you write this memoir and empower you to write your own memoir. And that's how money comes to you, abundance. So you block it whenever you try to like hurry people and they're not ready. They needed more time, their creative process. But you level up. You unblock the money channel whenever you're back to, okay, no, trust they're ready in the right timing. Emotions, the willingness to face this part of their life, to open up about it, it's okay. And then what you're supposed to be doing with your money, you're actually not supposed to be keeping it for yourself. You are supposed to, yes, fix problems for people, but not only through your advice, but through your money. So this is like saying, hey, we had met a college student at church. They've got this great internship lined up. They just can't quite come up with the money to get the plane ticket to go there. Okay, I'll pay your plane ticket. Or I'll take you car shopping this weekend. We'll buy you a cheap but decently reliable used car for you to use in the summer. You can drive up there with it. This is you saying, my niece would love to go to culinary school. That's the only thing she's really good at and wants to do. Her family thinks it's stupid. I'm going to be the nice little aunt and I'm going to pay for it because everyone deserves a chance. Or someone else you met at Bible study said, yeah, my husband, like we're working minimum wage jobs. He's got like 3 separate part-time shifts. He comes home dead tired at night. He would really like to go back to school though and become a welder. But we don't have the money. Even if we got the money, like where would we find the energy? And you're like, you work on the energy piece, I'll pay for a part-time housekeeper and I'll pay for each semester of welding school as long as he's still sure he wants to do it. Okay. So like you are using your money to get other people into their own abilities. Okay. So remember, you're going to make a ton of money and you're going to be flowing it out, but not for like fairy godmother gifts, for specific things. You're the person who comes, that people should come to when they're like, I want to start a new nonprofit, but I got to have 50,000 to get it up. Rent the space, get it all fitted out, start my promotional materials, get everything. I just need 50,000 to seed money. And you're like, I can do that. You're not giving people 50,000 because they think it'd be fun, because they want to take themselves and their grandkids on the vacation of a lifetime. No, you're giving them 50,000 because you believe in the mission of that nonprofit when it gets going. That makes sense? Now, let's go look at your superpowers, because you and everyone else are born with certain abilities that you need in order to fulfill your vocation. One, effective storytelling, curiosity, ideation, and teaching people how to storytell. Mm, ding ding. Reflection and the ability to translate stories into shared wisdom and insights. Also really good, because you're going to have to take people's just general stories and kind of like distill wisdom out of it, because memoirs are not just about what you went through, it's about what you learned from it. So number 2. Number 3, emotional intelligence, very high emotional intelligence, which is developed because you stepped into every experience of your life without an expectation. You shared that learning with others. Like you went through your own memoir, essentially. So you can now help them share those learnings with others. And lastly, caregiving, which might sound a little odd, but basically you're a natural provider. You get trust, other people easily trust you, and you know what they need before they even need it. This is almost like the caregiving as a coach. You know exactly what they need to write that book. And they trust you implicitly to like show them the next step and help them get it. And that's what you know how to do. Now, the other thing is your gated centers. There are certain centers you'll have that you are very high in the abilities. Like you have, well, not all 9 centers, but which ones are you really, really strong in? So these you must have for your role. Like that's why God gave them to you. You are extremely like super duper duper off the charts high in expression of thoughts and ideas. In other words, communication. It makes total sense, therefore, that you are in like the publishing industry and communication field. You are speaking, you are writing, I don't know if you have a podcast or YouTube channel, but your work and your online presence both have to do with communication. And your client container has to do with communication too. Okay. Both in what you're putting out, any kind of training or membership stuff, and in you like speaking to them, pulling things out of them in sessions. Okay. The next thing is you are quite high in the amount of energy for work. So like you're almost gung ho, maybe not like workaholic level, but you just seem like you have this energy battery. You can go longer, harder than other people and get more done in the same whatever hour workday. Like you don't have to have an 8-hour workday. You could have shorter, but if you have a shorter workday, you get as much done as other people do in 8 to 10 hours. So you are a monster for work. It's just like, oh, give me more, because you so much love this. Okay. So it's okay to need to do a lot. It might also be like not just mental work, but physical. So you might find some physical things to do. And you have a high energetic battery for physically doing stuff too. Now, environment. You will have a type of place that sets your nervous system at ease. Your best ideas come here for the business, for your clients, where the right opportunities and partnerships find you. You just flow into that business partnership a lot more. Rooms with creative arrangements, cubby holes, tiny places, balconies, lofts. Like, it's not just an ordinary room. You want, it's like 2 different environments are coming together really creatively, but it can still be like indoors or it could be outdoors or a combination of like inside and outside, sunroomy patio things. So find something like that, something unique. It may be something you've already done. You might find you've already built this into your house, or you've always wanted to, but you didn't know why, and you weren't sure you could justify it. Well, here's your permission. Like, absolutely, go ahead. Okay. You also enjoy moving to new locations, new cities. You're fond of traveling. You probably want to hit multiple different spots on trips. So remember, you want multiple kind of things in the same place And you want to give yourself variety. And this is where all that stuff is going to come out. So all this high emotional ability, willingness to grow, visionary mindset, integrity and discernment and creation, and the deeply satisfying part of life you're helping your clients see. That is all much easier for you to access when you're in this space. It's kind of like, well, here I had a nook over here, and then I had a totally separate arrow cup over here, and I had another thing over here, and I let myself move around quite a lot, not stuck in one spot. Okay. So that is our 6-2 manifesting generator named Jennifer, who is a memoir book coach. And I hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes peek into a business reading.